Hello, I'm Nadine. Hi, Huno. Shiny day to you both. Shiny day to you all. I'm doing okay. I'm just behind on work. How was the trip? It was cool. Hi, shiny day. We went to a little cabin outside of town, and the place has this thought in mind where they want to sell peace and tranquility. So they don't actually rent out cabins for too many people. I think the max they have at any given time is like around 9. So even when it's packed, there's not that many people around, and there's lots of spaces to be without being crowded. So it was pretty chill. We went to the pool a couple times during the trip, and it was always just my group of people and then like one or two extra. There were a lot of chickens around, lots of dogs, because it is someone's plot of land that they live in. They also have these cabins for rent. So overall, and it was also like there were a few grievances that we had, but we were mostly joking about it because for the most part, the cabin that we were staying in had all the things that you need to be in there. So it had plates, it had silverware, it had pans and pots, it had, the bathroom stocked up. So you just had to go and have food with you, which was quite nice because I don't think we even considered that to be a necessity. I don't know how common it is for places to be like that because I don't go out that often. But I didn't even think of it. Because when you're going out to like the forest, you have to take your own shit, which is usually where we go. But for that, I was like, I don't think I would have thought of that. Yeah, I mean, after the fact, we're like, oh, of course, they're selling you a place to stay in for a few days, so they will have things to stay in there. But it didn't occur to me until it was a point of conversation. There was also AC and Wi-Fi, so late at night we could just chill, watch a movie. And they also have like quiet hours, so after I think it was 10 p.m., you're not supposed to like be blasting music. Not that we would, but if someone thought that they could, there's like a rule in place: no loud hanging after like a certain hour of the day. So everyone's like chilling. So that was pretty nice. It's a fun little trip. And then yesterday, after we came back from that trip, we stayed at a friend's place for a little bit, hanging out. Because there was a friend of ours, Mago, who like works crazy hours. He always works like night shifts at the casino, like gambling casino. So he has like weird days where he's available like a Wednesday. So it happened to be that yesterday he had a day off, so we hung out. So known gambling casino. I actually am confusing my words because here we call casino the cafeteria where you go eat in a building. Like in university, we had a casino, which was where you would go buy food and eat. So that's where my confusion went. But in English, that's not the case. You have a casino and a cafeteria. Sometimes I forget that words are different in different languages. Because like cafe is also a cafeteria in Spain. Like you're picturing a slot machine that dispenses food. That's just a vending machine. Because you pick the thing that you want, but sometimes that's not what you get. It's just not. Sometimes it decides that it wants to give you something else or nothing at all. It can get stuck in there. Twitch added a Jinx emote, interesting. That arcane hype. I do like the hug emotes. Those are probably like favorite emotes. I need to work on more emotes for myself. Stole so many things from an old vending machine in your old college. You could just stick your hand and take the lower stuff. Nice. How do they remove them? I don't know if they would. They are pretty cute, so I imagine they're just gonna keep them there. Bonbon, hello, shiny day. I was recounting my experience at the cabin that I went with friends. Still don't understand them, but it's a love. That's also a arcane character, I believe. I could be wrong. Can I on? Yeah. Today we have 2 thumbnails to make as usual. I did not watch Sunday's VOD because I was not around and I haven't had the time to catch up. So we're just gonna go on vibes for that one. For the Wednesday one, I do have a semblance of an idea of what happened, which is the one we'll start with. I don't think I took any notes for that. This week I still have to do everything. Usually by Tuesday I have most of my week things completed, but because I didn't get to work on the weekend, which is what I usually do, I do not have that liberty. Ski. Hello. People always see me, like my friends always question whether or not I actually work like Monday to Monday. And I technically don't have to, but if I could work an entire day on one thing, I probably would have more free days. But that would mean being very tired that day. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, if I worked 9 to 6 with like breaks in between, I could probably subtitle an entire video in a day. But then I would have to subtitle an entire video in a day. And that's tough. It's a lot of listening and reading that you have to do. Did I check watering hole since yesterday? I don't know if I did. I might have. Oh, is that the Khaz core thing that you sent? Is that what you're referring to? Okay, I haven't watched it, but I did see that you sent that. Yeah, I do like the idea of working like, I don't know, 4 hours in a day instead of 8, because I still have other shit to do. Like, I have a house to take care of. So if I can do my work, take care of the house, and then still have time to chill, that's great for me. But if I really need to get shit done, I can work the entire day. I'll have to watch it. The gist is overcomplicating things, but somehow ending up with it working. Yeah, it's very. Hi there, Patrick. Shiny day. "4 hours is your sweet spot." Yeah. Because honestly, longer than that, you start slowing down the amount of work that you actually get done. So I rather work really well for a short burst. I'm similar to Jacob. Because Jacob does the same thing where he works on something if he's excited about it, and he works like really intensely on it, and then he fucks off to do something else. That's similar to how I like to do things. You just put all your energy into school and neglected the house stuff, but now you have energy for neither. Cannot wait to graduate. I also cannot wait for you to graduate. Speaking of overcomplicating things, our little side quest of finding out which keyboard Jacob uses actually came into play the other day. Because someone on the Drawfeed Discord, which I technically shouldn't be on, but asked what keyboard Jacob uses, and Draz had the link that we found. Well, that Patrick found, taking some of the credit for that for no reason. Keep going back to school, and one day you'll be done with exams for good. I honestly feel like I would like to go back to college for something related to what I do here. Like videography, design, something along those lines. And then I think I'll have to go to college and pay for it. Because I already have a degree, so I don't think I can study for free. You'd love to go to your master for your master to your masters. That's a different sentence, Khaz. I'm already doing it. The thing is, the benefit of a formal setting for learning for me is that I would be instructed in things that I didn't know I didn't know. Like when I went to college university for English, I already knew how to speak English. I thought my biggest advantage would be to learn about how to structure that in a way to teach it to other people. But it turned out that I didn't know how to speak for shit. There were a ton of sounds that I wasn't producing. So my speech was kind of weird. And had I not gone to university, I wouldn't have known that. So I think in a similar way, going to a formal setting would teach me those things. Because otherwise, again, very Jacob in my way to do things, I learn by working on a project. So everything I've learned up to now when it comes to recording video, producing content for online settings, design, it's been because I have a project to work on. But if I don't have an idea to work on, then I don't know how to get there. I don't know if I actually would go through that. I still have like another 60 years of my life to decide if that's worth pursuing in any way. So we use YouTube for trying to find interesting YouTubers in fields you like to passively pick up info you don't know you can look up. So why you like looking at patents? Yeah, that's the main reason why I follow Alex Steele, Inheritance Machining, and Technology Connections. Especially Technology Connections, because Alec would go on a rant about Christmas lights, and I'd be like, oh, I didn't think that was a thing. Or refrigerators. Anything that I know about domestic, like home electronics, is through Technology Connections. Because he'd be like, this is how a electric kettle works. Usually by the magic of buying 2 of them. School structure helps you get anything done with ADHD. You will simply never do anything without a deadline. You spent an entire last summer bored because you couldn't even make your brain start fun things. Yeah, it's a struggle. It definitely kicks my ass into gear to have a video done by a certain date. Because the bi-weekly upload schedule is um, a preference Jacob has, but it's not like super necessary. Like if I were late on a video, they wouldn't care. And the week of space between Twitch and YouTube is my doing. It could have been more. But by doing that, I like really get things done. So, and at this point, I'm too deep into it. Though, if I posted something on YouTube, like on a community post, being like, "This is too much work. I'm gonna go slower," everyone on the comments would be like, "That's okay." I don't think anyone would be mad about it. I don't think anyone in the trophy ecosystem would complain that someone is working too much and they need to take a break. Everyone yells at Julia to take more breaks, so it's whatevs. I don't like the idea of disappointing someone because realistically, if I didn't do it the way I do it and I took it slower, everyone would understand, but it is nice to do it the way it is being done now, so I don't want to disappoint people. So I will continue to do it until it's unrealistic. Is the opposite of disappointing when someone takes care of themselves. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone would be mad about it. But it's like, oh, now I have to wait an extra week to watch this VOD because I don't like watching it on Twitch. And there's a lot of people who, again, because our community is very nice, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna leave the video playing on YouTube so that they get the revenue from it. I'm like, just watch something that you want to watch. Don't worry about that. Where's my screenshots? I'm just gonna use this one. We're gonna take a bright first approach to hide the numbers. A rule of thirds of this bad boy, put the bright right there. Wedding Drama's a good hook. It is. The amount of unnecessary work Julia did in the last Raw Detectives was genuinely upsetting. Yeah. I mean, that's just... You can replace Raw Detectives with anything Julia is working on and it will be a true sentence. I'm gonna do a quick... I need a better desk. Are you important? No. I need to put my phone on silent. Wrong brush. If I'm late, just post a 2 hour long video of me pointing at the camera with different compliments as captions. If it's not going to disappoint, it'll be a pre-disappoint. What a setup. Incredible joke. Where's my healing brush? Here. To bring the texture back on this. Timing of that was perfect. You posted the dumb joke, and immediately after I look over on my phone and go, is this important to know? Actually, I don't like how that line looks there. It will be a pain to remove it, so I'm just gonna redo my cloning points a couple times just to get the bottom here. That looks awful. I got the color wrong, yeah. I need you to be a 5x5 average, actually. Could I have cloned this? Yes. That might be what I do next. If this doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. Where's my delete button? There it is. Found it. That's clone. That's new layer. Clone stamp tool to the rescue. Just gonna do this. And it will work better, it will look better, and it will be faster. There. That's all I needed to do. Snaggle, hello. I could lower it more. Group, yes. So we get a bit more sky. How low is this? That's what I needed. I still needed to clone some things. Not as much, but some. Now we'll do some levels adjustment. Clip it to that. Then we'll do a little darker overall. Darker shadows, but brighter overall. Checking also on my other monitor. Just to make sure that it's good on multiple accounts. That makes it weird. The row is a little fussy, but it is pixel art, so don't know how much of that is a problem. You go turn the oven on because you bought a carbonara pizza and you intend to stuff it directly into your face. That's how I live my life. I think I found a place that sells rotisserie chicken, which might be my food for the day. If it's open. Thank you. Loud ass truck. We might want a little bit of a vibrance adjustment, just make it a little more colorful. Get all of them 5-year-olds with shiny colors. How does that compare? Yeah, I think that's a good enough difference. I do like the sunsetty nature of the original, but it is YouTube, so we need to make it a little brighter, otherwise it will just be a black square on people's face. I have that on my laptop, never mind. I'll deal with that later. My brain went on a tangent, which may or may not come into play for this stream. I'm just gonna put the logo right here on the door. Yeah, the door is good. But we will change the way stay there. The way it's blended. Had to burp for a second. Just so it's not so weird to look at. Oh, I think it's my good old friend average for that. I might want to add, I always like to do this, white balance, pick this color. Have the colors be a bit more neutral. And then we add a color balance on top and we make this what we want. So we're gonna cool down the shadows and warm up the highlights. I think my shadows are too cool. Looking all blue. Get that classic cyan orange look. Thank you, Fossilbot. We're all wondering that. Imagine being a hitchhiker in this game, getting to a car being like, hey buddy, what's all that duct tape for? I think that's just a question that people had. in general, which is why hitchhiking is not really a thing anymore. Do I like this? It's a little too orange. Maybe if I play with the midtones, I can neutralize it a little bit while maintaining the tonality that I want. Just bring it a little into the magenta, a little more into the jello. Why you say that word, Khaz? If we before and after, actually would be white balance. Yeah, it's a little more colorful. It's a bit more contrasty as well. I do like that. We will add the dialogue from the bride again. No, actually, should he take me? Take me to not church. Whoa, my layers went crazy there. I want you up there. On this to be black. Because of various reasons, you and your previous housemates did one time order just a full box of duct tape. Got it in bulk for the discount. There was an untenable amount of duct tape in your cupboard. Interesting. Bonbon, I think there are better things to do with duct tape than a cask. I do want... Not that. Not that. Where did I put... Did I not make a button for it? I did not. Well, that's fine. I can just click on... Where is that here? There we go. Grab this and we'll make the space in between lines a bit less. The leading, as it's called. I can make the overall tracking a little smaller. $25 seems correct. Will it look weird if I make this take the entire width? I think it looks weird because of the way it's colored. Might want to add a white outline. And then different colored outline outside of that. Let's pick this yellow. Did not pick the yellow. Yellow is not a good color for this. It needs to be a darker color. No. Doesn't have anything. I think I just don't like the black letters. That's my problem that I'm having right now. Close it. How about a classic SSS gold with a differently colored outline? Maybe this blue. Maybe the other way around. The blue here. The gold here. No, doesn't work for letters. Gold and red. It's too harsh. Too harsh. If we make it kind of like a brownish color. That's something. Okay, try putting the eye as the lady's face. I can try, for sure. I can also turn on my air conditioning. Gonna duplicate this bad boy. Wrong button. Still learning what my buttons are. It'd be easier if I had like labels for them, but I use this pad for multiple purposes, so. I take it off of average here. I might need to make it way smaller, which can make it hard to spot. Actually, that's perfectly reasonable. Whoops. I do want to change the perspective on it. It's not the button I wanted. Light filters. And we'll do perspective. I'm going to grab this point. Move it ever so slightly that away. You're thinking bigger? You always think big. Like that? The problem is that I don't have a clear neck. Actually, that looks quite alright. I know better. You have too much faith in me. If I knew better, I would already be done. Eldritch Bride. My favorite romantic comedy. Let's do a little bit of cloning of not that and not there. Add it here, ever so gently. Why, you might be wondering? So it doesn't interfere with the shape of you, of the eye. Found a wild-looking Magic the Gathering card and showed it to Trevor and said you want to look like that in real life. And he just nodded with fear in his eyes. I know you have a long-lasting, loving relationship with him, but it might be time to let go. He supported it despite the fear? Okay. That's acceptable. You can stay. Don't know why will you always love the eye as a face. It's a good eye face. It also makes you look like Arnold from the show Hey Arnold. Like if I grab the SSS yellow and paint a little things here. Actually, SSS blue also works for the cap. That's a shit job, but you get the point. We were waiting to go to the cabin last Friday. We were watching a lot of Hey Arnold, so I have it in the brain. It's the only reason. I'm still not convinced on the text. I feel like it doesn't add anything. Because the visual language of this, or wrong concept, the what you get from this composition already says she's running away. So the text, I guess it reinforces the idea, but I don't know if it matters to have. I guess if I want to take it from a sales standpoint, having the text there makes you wait like an extra second, simmer on it, because you have to read this. And people like reading. You lost your earbuds and you're offended because you know exactly where you last had them because you put them on charge. But then you unplug them and apparently yeeted them into another dimension. That'll happen. Sometimes you just yeet an object to another dimension. And that's really funny to me in particular because there's a Saint Seiya game where one of the characters special is another dimension and he says it in a very funny way. It's a joke just for me. Could just make a big swing and make it take me to Snurch. I could. I could also. The stupider idea would be to grab this and right, take me to church. Sadly, in order for this to work, I need to remember the way Julia sings it. Fuck. Which is the song that she confuses it with? Because I remember the actual lyrics. As she goes into Take Me to Church and she starts somewhere else. Fuck, I can't remember. Something about Time of Your Life. You're correct. It is in that direction. Well, my idea was to have like just the, have a wall of text in front of it. That's like all the lyrics that she sings. Not gonna happen because I need to remember a Julia joke. Take me to church. I could just message and ask them. I could. Will I? No. I actually will, just for the fuck of it. I'm just gonna ask them what's the song that Julie always confuses with Take Me to Church. Is that the one that I'm thinking of? That's what it's called? The Trask clip sheet. You are correct. What's the song that Julia always mix up with? Oh, that's how you type Khaz. What's my autocorrect? Oh, my autocorrect's on Spanish, that's why. My only concern with Take Me to Snurch is that she is running away from Snurch. So she wouldn't want to go to Snurch. Thinking about character development on this thumbnail. A question mark. You're so right. can't believe Take Me to Snurch has been taken as an actual possibility. Hey, I'm always in the market for stupid ideas. It's, how I make my money. Can you stop typing? Please. Thank you. Oh, fuck. Shit. Escape from Snurch. How many layers can we put on this thumbnail? Layers of... it's because of you. It starts with because of you, and it morphs into Take Me to Church. Hold on. By the way, Julia answered me with a link to the video. Thank you, Julia. Well, it starts because of you on a similar cadence, and then she goes off into a different direction. You know, classic Julia things. Let's see how stupid this is. Again, I'm in the business of stupid ideas. Fuck, I forgot to spell because of you. She sent me the lyrics. Oh, that she wrote it in such a way that the because of you is capitalized. So it implies that she screams that part, which is accurate. And then the rest is lowercase. I worship like a dog at the shrine of your lies. This is gonna go nowhere, but let's just pretend it will for a second. I actually kind of want it to be cut off weird. And this one will have stop. Let's try with a shadow. This is nothing. This is 100% nothing. Also spelled because wrong. I suck. Spelled it backwards. Although that's also very Julia Core. This thumbnail is for no one. It really isn't. Uh, she doesn't even sing that song in the video. Should I do an A/B test on this? Have like take me to Snurch and this thing. I think the ridiculousness of it would have people question. Also, if I put this thumbnail up tomorrow and Julia sees it, she's gonna know why I asked. Oh my god. The problem is, I've grown to like this concept. Christ. This thumbnail's gonna bomb. You love it, but I probably shouldn't take advice from you. The problem is that I also love it. That's the problem. That's where I'm stuck. Because I know it's a bad idea. I mean, it's a great idea, but it's not great for... It's a great joke. It's just... I don't know if it's good for business. That's where I'm, That's my point of contention right now. Christ, don't I mean sniced? You know what? I'm doing it. Like I said, the text doesn't really add anything to the image because this portion tells you everything that you need to know. I'm pointing at the wrong thing. This portion tells you everything that you need to know. You're in a car, you're on the road, there's a bride. That's the gist of the thumbnail. She doesn't say in this VOD maybe it isn't a good idea. Or is it a good thing because now people gotta keep watching? I don't think it would matter that much. Because not every text is a direct quote. Although it usually is. We'll see. I don't know if people notice that the quotes on the thumbnail are things that they say. Because I never put it in quotation marks, so it's never like a direct quote. I'm gonna do an A/B test with and without text. That's gonna be my A/B test. Although I know that doing an A/B test in that way doesn't really matter. There's gonna be like 50-50. But we can try. Or will I? I don't even... don't know. Should do an A/B test. Both this, but one says snail instead of dog. The layers. This is keep keep driving. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna simmer on whether or not to do an A/B test, because the problem that most people run into when they are doing A/B tests is the results are the same. It's always like 51-49 or like somewhere in that range, and their changes are usually just with or without text, with or without an arrow, and that's like 1% of like 50,000 views is not the same as 1% of 5 million views, right? So those types of changes will affect the like huge channels, because they're trying to min-max those values. Like an extra 100,000 views is huge. But on like our videos, like an extra 5,000 views, like, or actually 1% of 50,000, just to say a number, that's 500. Am I doing my math wrong? 1% of 50k. Yeah. So an extra 500 views is not going to change anything on our channel. So in order for the A/B test to actually work, you have to say different things with your thumbnail. So this should be a completely different image, which is what I did for the... I can show you an example, actually. Not from the dashboard, but from the files. Gold storage, thumbnails, break files. This is Sky. So for my A/B test on Sky, we had this thumbnail, which was like very mischievous and highlighting the fact that they were like going out of bounds and things. And I also had this one, which was highlighting the fact that the game is very chill and very relaxing. This one did better. People watched more of the video by promoting it this way rather than in the almost more clickbaity version of the concept. That's how you do an A/B test on smaller channels like us, where you can talk about or you can promote a video in two separate ways rather than text or no text. That's my rant about A/B testing, because everyone gets it wrong. Even Jacob. Looking at you, Jacob. Brain jump scared me. You were looking at your auction, and in the corner of your eye, you thought the stream was slow, zooming in like the drop of your renders. Yeah, I'm done with this thumbnail, so now we flash into the render, and we do slow zoom. Just to give some motion to the stream. Anyways, next thumbnail. Oh, I need to export it first. Otherwise, I can't upload it. The render zooms always fuck with you. They're really slow. And they are good for letting you know that the video is still playing. But they can be a little disorienting. How many SSSIs do I have? Just the one. Oh, I do have a pattern. Was the pantograph the one that you were dealing with that palette thing? The video you posted? Or was that a different heavy thing? Didn't hear what I said. Was that the video you posted? Like, was that part of the journey on Jouncil? Was that a different heavy thing that you were dealing with? That was unrelated, okay. Love this cardigan. It is really good. I love cardigans in general. The only thing I know about this stream is that Julia had gone to the hospital and she was still wearing the hospital pant. And people were concerned that that might dox her in some way. I don't know if that's true. I'm trying to find a way to blur it, but it's not easy. What's my only concern would be if someone is able to access information based on the barcode that they have. I think the compression on the video is not good enough to get any reliable info out of it. So I'm gonna try to do something, and if I can't, I'm not gonna worry terribly much about it. I do like the challenge. You would have imagined the barcode was was an issue. I just imagine a barcode can give you some semblance of information, because that's what they are for. I've never had a band scanned for that barcode. But like I said, I don't think it's really an issue. I will just try for the sake of trying. What was I gonna do? Fuck. Oh, check the stream title. We like our cooking with a side of horror. Twitch won't let you type your punchline. Spend 8 days deciphering the code. The code, no peanuts. Hey, Julie, what's this? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna buy this game and use the drawing mechanic to draw the thumbnail for this stream. Day. Oh, you know what I could do? Considering the title. Julia drew broccoli in someone's butt. Is that why the channel name was Broccoli Butt or something? Broccoli Babe? Yeah, okay. I went to Discord just to make sure that I didn't have any important messages and saw the channel name. Thought it was funny. I need to... get a... It's not how you apply mustard, but okay. Oh, my light went out. I knew that was gonna happen. I decided to let it ride instead of charging it before the stream. A lot moodier now. The only issue with trying to screenshot anything Julia does is that she does not stay still for very long. So you really have to find the one frame. Fun clown. Sucking on lettuce dog. Oh, there's the butt. And the broccoli. Is a horror game? It seems to be. I don't know if it's very jump scary. Fully missed the stream, so you thought it was a cooking simulator? It is. It's like a cooking simulator with horror elements. It's just a cooking sim. The only horror was people being weird, talking to you about deaths. Pretty chill, all things considered. Actually, yeah, there wasn't that many timestamps. That Draz sent to me. Where's the list? I have to scroll so much because there was a trophy stream. People were enjoying it out there. There we go. Yeah, that's just some like scary sounds. Sounds scare you more than visuals. I've always had the thought that sound is way more visceral because it's an element that directly interacts with your body. In a more physical way. I mean, technically light interacts with your body, but you don't feel light. You can feel sound. Have yet to play the last Rusty Lake because it needs co-op. You don't want people to know how awful you are at solving puzzles. You already tortured me once. I don't think I was any better at solving puzzles than you were. I love the your last comment, Bonbon, out of context. I also need the sound to listen to feet, so I had to become brave again. At least I didn't spend half the stream smashing every smashable object. I would have if I wasn't on stream. The last Rusty Lake is the one that Jacob and Julia played, right? That's the newest one. Okay. It looked very fun. She just took a sausage right from the floor directly onto the grill. I see, it was one of those streams. That was then given to a food inspector who said they passed. I see. I don't think I'm gonna get super good visuals from screenshotting the game. It's very constant. Game was really just this. Actually, how many lines of captions are on this one? 1900. We'll turn to like 23. It's a low It's a low talk app as well. Although it might turn to like closer to 2,700 lines, which is the usual for a stream. Coolest moment isn't thumbnail alone either. Julia threw a sausage into a bun from across the room. That's the knife. I thought I happened to land on that moment, but I either missed it or hasn't happened yet. Oh, this is somewhat what I was looking for. I could do some like anime action lines. Given how the knife moves when Julie has thrown it, in the bits that I've seen so far, it does look very just a line. See, we're reaching the throwing objects section of the stream. See if we find a hot dog. Julie kept saying she's full of stones and a cloak and dagger mean every time she missed a toss. Almost said toast. Not the same thing. I could just have be like extremely clickbaity and put an image of Julia with an arrow pointing to her and just have the text full of stones. With this face. I'm not done screenshotting, but just to illustrate my point. You know? Marvel Rivals on the thumbnail. This and then take me to Snurch. Every thumbnail from now on will have take me to Snurch somewhere. Or it will be an anagram of take me to Snurch. Just for you, Patrick. Honestly, as bad as this kitchen looks, I would go for a plate of fried eggs and sausages. Does look gross, but the kind of gross where it's gonna serve you the tastiest fucking burger you've had all year. Yeah. Those places are always 50-50 between being the tastiest food you've ever had and food poisoning. And you want to know until you try it. You simply must. I think I got what I wanted though. Who orders a salad late at night from a place that you can't even sit down to eat at? Now that's true horror. It's you. Okay, this is not what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with this. And where's my stylus? I lost my. There it is. Okay, grab you real quick. Whoops. I need to move this burger out of the way. Get a lasso tool. Well, not like out of the way, but just a little to the right. So we can make room in our cutting board, serving board, something board, brush. Actually, I could probably just clone it. Just clone it, Khaz. Clone it from back here. And then we'll clone this line along the edge. Like so. That burger there. And then we'll grab the eraser. Soft eraser. Make this line less noticeable. It did mess up the shading of this. So we're gonna do, actually I could do, no, never mind. Just gonna clone it a bit better by doing this. Then we'll take our healing brush and blend it in a little more so it looks more natural. And then we'll add, actually I could even one thing, duplicate that. We're going to rasterize and trim, grab it, squish it a bit. Why is it so big? It's my lasso. Mask it, rasterize and trim, deselect, move. Gonna squash it, and now we're gonna just fuck it up. Omni, hello. Shiny day. We're gonna do a high pat, no. That's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna do, let's see on sharp mask too. I do need it to be just the burger though. So I'm gonna have to clean up this burger a bit. Going to the eraser once more. Why are you not erasing? I lowered my tolerance. Don't know how, but that's a thing that I did. It's okay if we cut into this a little bit, because it's not going to look like a burger when I'm done with it. Just twirl it. Let's ripple. Crop to this. Let's procedural texture. Oh, I need to write an equation. Never mind. I'm not that smart. We'll do a what's diffuse? Oh, excellent. It's exactly what I want. I'm actually gonna ripple it after I. We're gonna diffuse it a little bit. We're gonna add an adjustment layer, posterize it. Let's do it mostly red. Mostly red or mostly yellow? I guess mostly yellow. This coming out of a yellow bottle. We're gonna take our curves, clip to that. Actually, I don't know if I want that posterized. We're gonna you lost the thread on what I'm doing. The title for this stream is "We Like Our Food with a Side Dish of Horror." So I'm cooking some horror. I want to make this diffuse. Just 1%, ripple slightly less. Swirl just a bit less. How else can I fuck this up before this program crashes? I should probably save before it crashes on me. Kiosk. Let's do hue level saturation on this. What's a horror color? That might be good, and then we just slap a. Actually, I don't think this has a mosaic blur as a live filter. Does Affinity have mosaic blur at all? Or just mosaic in general? I've asked this question before. That looked like a dubious dish in games. I did realize that I was basically just making W's food from the newer Legend of Zelda games. The Calamity Ganon ones from the Switch. Actually, technically, Breath of the Wild is a Wii U game. By the time I was done with my explanation, it would have been easier to just say the names. I wanted to condense their naming. Mosaic Blur Affinity Full V2. Maybe it needs an eyeball on it. Well, I happen to have an eyeball as the design for the channel. So I just gonna stick that on there. It's so cool you never knew. You learn something every day. Is it Voronoi? Is it Voronoi what I want? Ew, it is. Clipped to that. I don't know if it's Voronoi or Voronoi. Not entirely what I was after. If I'm honest with you. Yeah, I think it just has that and not a proper... mosaic. Maybe if I knew how to use it, it would work. Maybe if I didn't have such horrid colors, it would work better. It's just a thought. Never mind then. And then we're gonna grab our Twitch icon, good old eye here. We'll grab this and we'll stick it on here. Now, do I want the eye to be part of my crazy concoction? Because then I would have to group them. We'll try it. Then I would have to grab all of these, bring them up. That looks silly. It's funny there's only 2 people here who don't do fiber arts, and one of them is me. Yeah. I don't know how I managed to accrue a community that does fiber arts without being a fiber artist. I am a fiber appreciator. That is true. Either lap. Shiny day. Ow. Now, do I want the eye to be more or less visible. You love to eat fiber. It's good for you. I have, which is never gotten to practice crocheting together. Mainly because I would need to have a project to work on so that Lab can instruct me on how to follow the instructions. And then she would get incredibly frustrated because the instructions are wrong. Alright, now we're gonna add some more appropriate things to this. I'm gonna make it a little brighter. It's already pretty vibrant as is. Do I want to make it more yellow? Make it more sickly looking. Just really lean into the piss and green. It is true that I wouldn't be able to keep it up as a hobby if I learned crocheting or knitting. I have way too many hobbies as is. And I'm not awake for that many hours in the day. What else was I gonna do? I think I want my fucked up burger to be a little brighter actually. Looking a little dark. Knowing how to crochet would mean that I would have cardigans that I like. True. I can just ask Lab. For my final trick, we're gonna mask this entire group. I went too far. I had a button for this. I don't remember where it is. Well, That's not what I wanted. Oh, I want a gradient. Oh. I no longer have a button for that. There's an option to make the swatches color black and white immediately and to swap between them. But I do not have it configured. So never mind. I forget what it's called too. I will need to... Are you anything? You're nothing. Well, now you're gonna be the yellow in this thing. Grainy acrylic. I'm gonna take this yellow. Gonna slap it on there. Wrong thing. Now where am I gonna put Snurch? On the mustard bottle. Kind of wanted to steal some of the some of this. Wrong button. And put it in like the wall behind or on the counter. I can probably color pick. I need to add it. Thank you very much. It's a very contrasty situation, so I can probably get away with this. Let's just immediately rasterize and trim. I'm gonna add the perspective live filter. Just gonna, whoops, not do that. The perspective is going this way. Do that. Does anyone else round down to 68 when much closer to 69 when given a number in a professional setting? No. I will just think to myself, haha, nice. Someone asked how much something you were selling weighed. When Alan checked, it was 68.8 pounds. You can't trust yourself to go, hey, 69. So you were like, yeah, it's 68. He said nice when your professor said 69. He went, hey, no. Also, in most settings, I round up even if the number is closer to rounding down because I like to give that leeway. Good luck, snacks. So anything that has to do with money, with weight, with spacing, I round up. In case it becomes an issue. Like if you have too much, then you can take away. Normally do too. Well, I just don't have that fear of 69ing in a professional setting. Weird case where you think it actually weighed close to 65, but it was awkward to try the weight, so you didn't want to go all the way up to 70. It's a struggle. I do think this thumbnail is going to be this. Is it good? I don't know. This has been a day of thumbnails not really convincing me, but it's usually fine. I'm at a point where most of the time I will do an okay job, and there will be the occasional good jobs. Nell, hello! It's been a while. I've decided I'm going to start calling you Nell. I'm going to embrace the new name fully, if that's okay with you. You've been working? Yeah. I imagine work takes most of your time. And I know that energy is hard to come by as is. So you probably just decide to take it easy after you're done with work. Could add cloak and dagger main text to the thumbnail. We were continuing the theme of not making sense. You work outside now? Damn. Truly suffering. But hey. You're doing great. You like being forced outdoors? It is helpful. It is one of the things where I'm trying to find a reason to be forced outdoors a little bit more often. Being inside all the time, not good for the brain. You gotta do some outsiding every once in a while. Touch grass, as the kids say. You know. I am debating whether or not I'm adding text to this one. You, on the other hand, have plenty of energy all the time. Been in bed the entire stream, almost fell asleep once. It's like late for you, anyways. Yeah, it's 9. It is bedtime. I wish it were cold outside. Minus 14 Celsius. Y'all got some nice temperatures. Minus 4 Fahrenheit. That's like minus 20. Oh, Vancouver is in not freezing temperatures, okay. I think you just did it too close to the other command bonbon, that's why I did. Come up. It'll be colder out work. You ascend 1,000 meters. The hell? It's a full ass hike. Unless you go up in like a rocket. And then they drop you. You work on a mountain? I like the idea that you're building a mountain. Yeah, I'm working on a mountain right now. Just piling dirt. This entire time. You built up to 1,000 meters in dirt. There's a road. No, that's fun. Hunter, do you have a real feel that's 10 degrees less than the actual temp today? Wind speed and humidity. That's how. Honestly, you coming in the stream and saying, hey, I work outside on a mountain 1,000 meters above sea level, it's kind of hot. Be honest with you. Don't know how you're cold. with all that hotness. It's kind of dangerous that you work at a ski resort because you're gonna melt all the snow. If you know, if you know what I mean. Nice. Two in a row? We're gonna be over here now. Can I be slightly out of focus? No, because my camera is too fucking good. How far back do I need to be out of focus? This is gonna count for all of the ones that you guys are pushing. How far back? I'm still in focus. This camera is too good, dude. Hello. Welcome to my podcast. Here's where I'm gonna read you a book. I'm gonna read, this is gonna be bad. That was fine. We're gonna read a story by our good buddy Stephen King. I'm gonna call him Stephen for copyright reasons. This is a short book. It's only about 500 pages long. We're gonna start with the contents page. We'll go all the way through. I'm kidding, I don't know how to read. Could I read this page 69? Honestly, excellent idea. We'll go to page 69, see what it says. All that you love will be carried away. That is the saddest thing ever. It is a Stephen King book. Anyways. Oracle quote was in print today. It really was. That's my Oracle quote for me today. That's what's gonna happen to me today. So expect me to be in a bad mood on Thursday. I think that's all I have to offer today. It was quite a journey. I'll be back on Thursday for more gaming. I connected my PS5 again and I made it work. So I'm probably gonna start taking on some of the PS5 games that I left on pause because I didn't want to take on a long game, but I have time for long game, so I'll start playing Ghost of Tsushima, I think. Tsushima? I never know where you put the accent. So I'm gonna start that, see how I like it. I played a little bit of it on my PS4 and it couldn't run it. So I'm hoping that the PS5 will be more suitable for that. And then probably I might just go straight into Stellar Blade after that. Goat of Sashimi. I don't have a sashimi plush. I have a pate plush right up there. But yeah, And Sunday normal? Sunday should be normal. I think I only have normal streams from now on. I've been Khaz, you've been wonderful. Remember that you're very important to me. And remember to 69. I forgot the word that I usually say. Where's the shirt?